大家好，我是 Tim， 我们今天继续来玩《天国降临：救赎2》。好，我们前一集，那上这一集跟前一集的时间是没有中间没有间隔的，因为我们就现在就卡在这个婚礼里面，所以我们要先完成这个婚礼。那有一些人物的对话我就自己掉了，因为我觉得不算太重要。哈，这两个，我们跟总管是可以对话的，聊一下。
I'm dancing now. Later.
我操，这个老色逼。好，但是出乎我意料的，我觉得，有一些我看过的 NPC 其实没有出现在这边，不过也合理啦，因为这等于是他邀请的都是这个村庄里面比较有头有脸的一些商人啊什么的，对。原则上其实比较像是他跟在这边的一些在地的这些他的臣民比较重要的一些工匠啊或者什么的商人的臣民，然后他都等于来这边邀请过来 social， 对，像这个药剂师也有邀请，对，贝蒂也有邀请，对，大概是这样。好，然后我们就先去专注解决这个瑟米涅领主要我们做的事情吧。先来解决这个乞丐的问题。
You're Henry, right? The one accompanying that pretty lass from Colleen.
Accompanied? Seems my work is done now that the Master Chamberlain has turned up.
So, you're here to help me with the beggars?
Lord Samim would be glad if we got rid of them. I was told you'd know how.
It doesn't take a scholar to figure out. They came for alms, that's all. If they get some food, they'll be on their way.
I can give them some of mine.
Some of yours? You're going to spoil them. But whatever, I won't stop you.
我要40份哦，我操！刚好我们这个鲈鱼干蛮多的，通通给一给。
That should be enough for them. Thanks, lad. Wait for me here. I'll throw it out the gate, and then we'll have a drink.
I can't say no to that.
Damn right you can't.
好，看来已经解决了。另外是他的摩拉维亚亲戚们。
Well, well. Look what the cat dragged in.
Easy, gents. I come in peace.
You gave me a hammer in last time. Well, you'll near be so lucky this time, fella.
You want to fight? Here.
What's the matter? Are you shitting it? The laddie looks like he's gonna start greeting.
What?
We're only having you on, pal. It's all water under the bridge. I'm Yurko from Moravia, and these fine lads hail from there too.
I'm Henry, of Scallis.
Well, Henry, come and have a wee drink with us to settle our differences.
Do I even have a choice?
Didn't make a fuss. You might upset me.
Wouldn't want that.
Then get stuck in. Fuck! That pish of yours makes me heave. It's near fit to drink. We have to find something better.
You know why Lord Samim won't give you anything better? Because he's afraid you'll get drunk and start a brawl.
Now look here, you bampot. I'll tell you an age-old piece of wisdom. A dry Moravian is 100 times more edge than a drunk one. So, if you didn't want this place smashed to pieces, bring us some decent liquor.
I see. This is getting serious. And where would I find something?
Something, my ass! We want the good swally we brought from Moravia. Seeing as we can't there be naught but pishy. But old Samim took it from us and hid it in the fortress dunnies.
Dunnies?
The cellars. That old Bodak even put them under guard. with our liquor inside.
And who's guarding the cellar?
A guard, of course. He's holed up in there like a badger, gawking at the door and not moving an inch.
I don't think there's much I can do about the guard. Do you have any ideas?
I didn't care. Just get rid of him. Make up some keech so he fucks off. I'll let you in there. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
All right. But how will I recognize this stuff I'm looking for?
I'm sure you'll be able to tell. It's a wee jug. Well, maybe not all that wee.
All right then. I won't let you down.
干嘛？你又帮人家偷东西？
We'll hold the ceremony.
You want a punch?
Everybody's drinking and having a good time, and you're stuck sitting here in the cellar. Aren't you bored?
Don't even get me started. Finally, a proper wedding after all these years, and I'm sent to guard the cellar. So them Moravian drunkards don't drink it dry? Pah! And I'm so thirsty, I could suck the damp out of these walls.
I really don't envy you.
Thank you. I feel so much better.
Now go and get yourself a beer. I'll take over for you for a while.
No way! If Tuma found out, he'd chew my arse off.
Tuma? Oh, come on. He's drinking too. We had some schnapps together a moment ago.
What? That sly bastard.
See? Why should you be stuck here like a sack of dry grain?
Right you are. If Tuma can drink, so can I.
他刚那句话有个好笑的，可到可以把墙上的湿气给吸干的，干真的是有够那个，笑死。
The more the guests eat and drink.
Look what I found for you.
Well, hooray! Bring it on! Ah. Well, that's something else. Hail Henry. Come and sit with us and have a swig.
No. Thanks, but I don't drink.
What are you? A fish that subs naught but water. Drink up, laddie. It's a polite thing to do at a wedding. To health, God, and Henry.
And to the newlyweds.
To them too. Bottoms up.
Hey, boy. Have you seen her?
What? Who?
Kvyetta, of course. I mean Miss Kvyetta of Kolin, naturally.
Oh, I thought she was with you.
She was. We were enjoying ourselves, dancing. And now she's disappeared. Go and find her. Miller Crazel put you in charge of her. I mean, to make sure she's safe.
I'm sure it's nothing serious. You noticed anything suspicious?
What do you mean?
If anyone's been hanging around her. After all, Miss Kvyetta is a handsome woman.
Now you're onto it. There was someone hanging around her. A dirty scoundrel. Nasty, with a face so cheeky you'd like to slap it at first sight.
What did this scoundrel look like?
Like a cheeky bastard who could do with an icy bath and a few lashes of the cane.
I meant, how will I recognize him?
I see. He was dressed in yellow.
Why did he look so suspicious?
The way he acted. Haughty. As if he had blue blood and shat pure gold. I have a nose for that.
Oh? For golden shit?
For young curs who think they're the smartest in the whole world.
When did you lose her?
I didn't lose her. Our throats were dry from all the dancing, so she asked me to get her a drink. And when I came back with a cup, she was gone.
Couldn't she just be chatting with someone here?
Hardly. I've been looking for her the whole time, and she's nowhere to be found.
I'll have to look for him around here. Maybe he'll know where to find Kvieta.
There are a few people who hold a grudge against me and are trying to harm me. I'm sure he told Kvieta some tall tales to get her away from me. Wouldn't be the first time. Whatever he tells you, don't believe a word he says. It's just gossip. You understand?
All right. I'll bear that in mind.
他一讲我就知道是谁了。
Henry, I just saw Yurko, and I think he's pretty soused. I thought you were supposed to watch him.
It's better this way. Believe me. A wise man once told me a sober Moravian is far more trouble than a drunk one.
That sounds like Yurko talking.
Indeed. And he ought to know about Moravians.
Oh, to hell with it. I have to admit Yurko seemed a little less surly right away. If only he didn't have to sing. Well, I suppose you can't have everything.
Where's Lord von Berghoff? Why hasn't he arrived yet?
I don't know. I asked the Chamberlain, but he couldn't tell me much either. Though he said he expected him to arrive soon.
I hope he's right.
I hope so too. He promised me he'd come to my son's wedding. I don't think he'd dishonor me like this.
啊，还好圣米涅最后有那个。
Leave me alone.
哎，好像跟他们刚刚的站位又不太一样啊。来看一下其他人还在不在？哎，其实这边还感觉还有一些地方是可以互动。
What is it?
Sir. Young man, would you dance with my daughter? No one has asked her for a dance yet, and Dubravka is sad about it, even though she's such a pretty girl.
Why isn't anyone dancing with her?
She's so shy. She always sits at the back waiting to be asked for a dance. The cheekier girls always steal all the boys, so the poor thing is left alone.
Isn't there something more to it? Everyone with two legs dances at a wedding. And young girls are always in demand. So there must be something else. Or am I wrong?
All right, I'll tell you. My girl's just clumsy. She dances like she has two left legs, and she kicks and tramples every partner's feet.
Indeed. Why wouldn't I dance with her? So what if she's not good at it?
Well, you're a good lad. Thank you. She'll be so happy. She's sitting there by the fire, the girl in the purple dress. But if she asks who sent you, you better not tell her. She's a sensitive girl, you know.
好了，我们的波西米亚种马出动，拉布拉夫卡。
How are you? I'm Henry.
I'm Dubravka.
Would you like to dance with me?
Dance? With you? I don't know. There's so many people.
哇，我那个都30了还困难。
Oh, come on. We're at a wedding. It's a time to celebrate and rejoice. Where else would you dance till your shoes fall apart? You're not going to just sit in the corner. Come on, don't make me beg.
Well, all right, let's go.
把他名字念错了，活该我是卤蛇，杜布拉夫卡。
God, this is punishment.
这是太空了。可惜我们不能把视角往下。我们的血扣了，我操，咋回事？靠，又扣了一滴血，完了！应该先去决斗比赛，再来跳舞。让我们还决斗个屁！
Oh, that was beautiful. I haven't danced like this in a long time. How did you enjoy it?
我不会再跟你跳舞。
You dance like a fairy, Dubravka.
Truly? No one's ever told me that.
I find that hard to believe.
I'm serious. You're the first. Thank you. Well, I think I'll be going now. But maybe we'll meet again.
Because you won't leave me in peace for a moment. You are a pain in the ass. The last time, you scattered my hair around, and before my lads could rake it up, it was all wet.
I had nothing to do with that.
So it must have been them lovely neighbours of yours. I'd like to toss your whole damn shithole to the ground.
Is that a threat, old man?
More like wishful thinking.
然后欧布兰跟铁匠笑死。
I think I'm gonna hear. Hey, I know you.
Oh, Christ. Look at the state of you, gamekeeper.
Henry!
Stop shouting, for God's sake.
I've been waiting for you, you know?
Oh, well. What do we do with you now?
You have to help me get back on my meat.
Meat? What meat?
On my feet, I said. Feet! Henry, have you been thinking?
What, me?
You? What about you? Are you drunk? Or what?
Good God, how am I supposed to help you get back on your feet?
Since you ask. Well, I could use some broth. Strong beef broth. That'll get my blood flowing.
I'll see what I can do. You just stay here and don't budge.
Don't worry. I'm really not going anywhere right now.
我觉得我好像错过了一些对话，他已经提前喝醉了。牛肉汤，牛肉汤，我去哪边拿？
You're of no use if you're running to the privy all the time.
I was fine this morning, I swear. Until now.
You mean you got it from something in here?
I think...
Bloody hell! First that von Berghoff, and now this. If any of the guests get sick, it'll be the talk of the county. If I find out you're lying to me and you've been getting drunk or playing dice the whole time...
I did none of that, I swear.
If you say so. But may the Lord protect you if I see you move a muscle from this spot.
But what if I have to go again?
Get a bucket to sit on while you keep watch. Stop making excuses and tell me.
哇靠，老瑟米涅真的是很紧张。好像下午高汤应该是这个。对啊，他老婆在哪里？哦，在这。我还是维护一下他男人的尊严哈。
I got your soup like you wanted.
Soup? What soup? I want beer!
No beer for you, Gamey. Here, eat up. It'll get you back on your feet, with a bit of luck. Well, any better?
I think so. Thanks, Henry. What was it you wanted?
I want you to go to your wife. That poor soul's been looking for you all over Semi.
Aye. She'll give me an earful again.
She will. And rightly so.
Oh, I did nothing to embarrass myself.
Everyone's ours. And let everyone see that the Lords of Sameen.
总管。
How about pie with poppy or cream cheese? Greetings. What do you need?
You might be who I'm looking for.
Me? How's that?
Because you're dressed very nicely in yellow.
Envious, eh? My wife made these clothes for me, but they're not for sale. But she can make you some too, if you pay her well.
It's not your clothes I'm interested in.
Oh? Then what?
I'm looking for a woman. She was talking to Chamberlain Ulrich, but she vanished. Have you seen her?
Maybe. What was she wearing?
A dress? Sort of red?
What kind of red? Ruby, crimson, scarlet, burgundy?
Sort of on the darker side.
One woman in red passed by, but I didn't get to see much of her dress. Actually, the fellow walking with her was wearing yellow too, just like me. I mean, the colors were the same, but otherwise it was a mess. Sloppy tailoring, not worth mentioning.
And where did they go?
Up the stairs in the barn here. I didn't see them leave.
Thanks. I'll check there.
Farewell, sir. Go at anyone. If I'm not wrong, it's been nearly a year since we got into that brawl with that jelly off lot.
Don't even remind me.
And it still wasn't enough for them. That lisping old fool Oldbrum keeps telling everyone we stole the meadow from them.
You think I haven't got enough on my... Have you come to play dice?
Maybe. First, tell me what's the wager.
Look what I've got.
A gold badge?
That's right, and it can be yours.
All I have to do is beat you at dice. So what are we waiting for?
Easy, youngster. It's not that simple. You have to earn that chance. That means first winning against Radovan the blacksmith, Emric the apothecary, and Ulrich the chamberlain.
Why does it have to be so complicated? I'd rather play with you right now.
Don't complain. You can win badges from them too.
Silver, at least.
Asking a bit much, aren't you?
And how much am I betting?
It's no big deal. You're not betting any money. If you win, you get a tin badge from each of them. And if you lose, you drink.
How many times can I challenge them?
As many times as you want, as long as you can stay on your feet.
It's gonna be another tough morning.
A person makes his own luck.
All right, I'll see you soon. In the meantime, you can polish that badge up nicely for me.
Someone's feeling lucky.
好，没时间玩骰子游戏的，就想跟大家聊天。朱尔斯，我刚刚有看到他，现在死哪里去了？很想跟他对话。
Hey, Henry! Hey, listen, Henry. Didn't you want to bet on my pulse? If I win, you drink. If you win, I drink.
I don't get it. What's in it for me if you drink?
What would you want?
Have you got anything else?
All right, then. I'll give you my boots. But if you lose, you'll give me yours.
Seriously?
Take it or leave it.
Look, I'm not gonna bet then.
Oh, come on, Henley. Don't be a chicken shit.
I said I'm not betting.
None of that. You're not getting out of this one.
哎，我操！
I'd rather have the booze.
Suit yourself, laddie. But that's no fun. Boots, on the other hand.
Never.
I'll eat. Which of them will you bet on?
The one in the green coat.
Look at it. Shake on it.
You kick the bucket, you shit.
One for Moravia! Think of your liquor!
Tough shit, fucker.
Try puking on him Smash his gob!
Pray.
Fuck you! Out of the cellar.
Try puking on him instead!
Hear that? Now you're finished.
That won't work on me.
The old man finds out, he'll kill me. Drunk again.
Oh, now, fucker! Christ, I don't have the whole day for you! Smash the bastard up!
哎，打得好慢啊！
Smash his gob! One for Moravia!
Now you're finished! You're dead, you bastard! Dead!
I'm gonna finish you.
Excuse me.
应该不用强制看完。
Wouldn't you like to bet on the Moravians?
On them drunken idiots? Not a chance. I'd like to know how they got their hands on the booze again. The old man himself ordered that they get nothing but beer.
我也不知道是谁干。
I have no idea.
Ah, it's all the same now.
I hear you're in charge of the sword fighting tournament.
That's right, Henry. What is it? Would you like to try your hand?
First, I want to ask you something.
What do you want to know?
What are the rules?
Very simple. It's not hard. Everybody gets a wooden sword, and whoever wins first, wins. Whoever beats young Lord Alder, Svatopluk the bailiff's boy, and Lord Semyon himself takes it all.
And what's the prize?
Let it be a surprise.
You don't know, do you?
True, I don't. But I hear our master's being very generous, so you won't be disappointed.
Who do I fight first?
Young Lord Alder is waiting for you.
The groom?
Aye, him. Don't you dare wound him, Henry.
Nah, this isn't worth it. I didn't come here to sword fight. I just want to have a good time.
But sword fighting is fun too, ain't it? All right then. If you change your mind, you know where to find me.
不行，我们要先去抓奸，然后再回来。我很怕到时候又错过一些对话了。我其实在想，我可能之后要读档，像那个猎人，我是蛮想跟他聊天的。对，我觉得应该会问到一些内幕或什么。因为我是有小小的被剧透，他一直喝酒其实是有原因。
Crazel?
I don't feel well.
Are you alright?
I think I'll die.
像克雷佐奇一开始都可以对话的。
Crazel?
啊，他吐了。
Crazel?
不用重复这个过程。要是朱尔斯死哪里去了？高雪岩也在这。
She won't end up in old. What would you like, young man? Did the food run out? If it did, just say so. Otherwise, stay out of my kitchen if you wouldn't mind.
So far.
哇，他在这。
Hey, Henry! It's so good to see you here. Because you don't know anybody else here.
Exactly. And that means you're the only one who'll drink with me. What do you say?
Of course. Good health.
Here's to you, Henry, for helping me.
What do you think?
About the wedding? Fine. Plenty of wine and women, but I'm not used to such affairs. It's a bit too quiet for me.
Quiet? Here? I don't know what kind of weddings you're used to, but I wouldn't call this quiet.
Aye, sure. But I'm talking about something else. And everybody's happy and friendly here. And I can't get used to not watching my back all the time, you know?
哎，这个是刀头舔血的医生，已经
I'll be drunk as carp.
What about the bride, sir? She'll notice right away.
Leave that to me.
So, do we follow the plan, sir?
Silence. I'm sure someone was suspicious.
You think someone betrayed us?
Calm down. We'll wait and see. And keep an eye on von Bergoff's Chamberlain. He kept staring at me earlier.
Him? He's been talking to that hussy all night. Don't worry, sir.
Anything new?
Nothing yet, sir. Not a foot on the road.
It's taking them to...
Greetings. What do you want?
Are you looking forward to being married?
Yes. Yes, I'm very fond of Agnes. But as a wise man once said, 2 things are needed for a perfect marriage. The husband must be deaf, and the wife blind. Yes, we'll see.
Shall we have a toast? To you and your betrothed?
I shouldn't. The ceremony is still to come. Soon, I hope.
Where's your bride?
She hasn't arrived yet. She'd be here already if Sir Otto didn't keep us waiting. If it were up to me, I'd start without him. But Father won't hear of it.
And where's Lord von Bergoff?
How should I know? But I doubt he'll come anyway.
Oh? Why's that?
Because he couldn't care less about us. Father is really naive to think he does. Till we meet again.
欧达看起来比较悲观一点。
You'd have to wear it.
我们先去抓奸。
How about him?
看，我赌了那个输了。 我们汉斯卡彭。
Shall we
You want to
wait
give me
until it
more
gets
to worry
really
about?
dark?
Oh, yeah. I might have known you'd be behind it.
I reckon he's talking to you.
Henry, what the fuck are you...
How the hell did you get in here?
What's it to you? I just did. I can take care of myself even without you on my arse.
Hannes would jump for joy if he saw how independent you'd become. As a poacher.
Shh. Shut up. Are you out of your mind?
I did not hear a word.
What are you doing here? Can't you see I have company?
Yeah, she's why I'm here.
Too bad, pal. I saw her first, and I'm certainly not sharing.
You can both have me.
Don't even think about it.
I did not say anything.
Listen, Enelin. The Chamberlain is looking for you, and...
Who's Enelin? She told me her name was Kvyeta.
Why are you bothering my girl?
You again.
What do you mean, your girl? Bugger off, arsehole.
I was talking to her first. I was just getting some wine.
Kvyeta doesn't give a damn about you. Got it? Go and find a corner somewhere where you can pull your plonker, and next time try your luck with some ninny more on your level, yokel.
So, you've... gagged up on me, eh? First you make a fool of me, and then this prick?
We didn't agree on anything. And forget about Mishka. She had no time for either of us.
I'm having a really bad day today. Women don't want me. My friends, I'm a joke. All that's left is the booze. Booze never lets you down.
Well, each to his own. Did you really send him to get wine?
Yes, just to get rid of him, the drunken nuisance.
If you'd stayed with the Chamberlain, you wouldn't have to deal with this. That's why you're here, remember?
I won't go back to him. No way.
啊？哦，他也看穿他了是吧？
Why won't you? We had a deal.
We never agreed on anything like that.
他到底想怎样？
What did he want from you?
I'm not going to speak of it. When I said no, he got mad for a while, but then he gave me a ring and started promising more and more.
I knew right away there was something off about that Ulrich.
All right. But what am I supposed to say to the Chamberlain now? If I don't bring you back, he'll have me kicked out of here.
What do I care? We never agreed on that.
Well, then at least give him back the ring he gave you so he doesn't take you for a thief.
No problem. I wouldn't have kept it anyway. And if that's not enough, you can threaten to tell everyone what he wanted me to do.
But I don't know what that was.
Ah, but he doesn't know that. I'm sure he'll think twice about kicking you out.
What will the miller say?
That's not my problem.
So maybe I should go and tell Ulrich how I fared.
And I'll go too. As far away from here as I can.
Wait a moment, Petal. What's the rush?
Well, I can stay a little while. A young jackrabbit like you needs no more than that anyway.
Ugh. Save that for when I'm gone.
He said someone spread dung all over his yard.
I bet that precious bull of his
Finally,
just shuts all
we're
over
alone.
it. A beast
Yes.
like that could easily spray the
Finally,
whole place
some
in one
peace and
go.
quiet.
Have you no
我好想知道他到底他到底提了什么变态要求？该死！
Careful.
I found Kvieta.
Where is she then? Is she all right?
I'm supposed to tell you not to wait for her. She's not coming back.
What? Why?
I don't know. But she looked really scared when I found her. God knows what scared her so much. You wouldn't happen to know what it might be. I mean, you were with her all this time. Alone.
I wasn't alone with her. She sent me to get wine.
Right. And now she's gone. I'm sorry.
Well, what's to be done? I have other things to worry about anyway.
About Lord von Berghoff. Why isn't he here yet?
I'd like to know that too. I've already sent my men to meet him. If he doesn't arrive, the ceremony will have to start without him. There's nothing we can do about it.
Where on earth is he? We've been waiting for hours. I sent someone to look for him.
Master Chamberlain, how's it looking? When's Sir Otto coming?
I wish I knew, sir. His party should have been here long ago.
What?
I sent someone to look for them, but there's no sign of them. It's regrettable, but we'd better start without him.
Let's get started, Father.
Damn it.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to witness the sacred union of Agnes and Alda. I ask you before God and His holy church to make your holy vow of matrimony, love, honor, and fidelity. Do you so swear until death do you part?
I do.
I do.
I I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Right back where we started.
Von Bergov's not coming, so why stay here? I'll congratulate the newlyweds and go.
居然到现在都还没登场。
Bailiff Thrush said you were robbed.
About time he remembered me.
But the bailiff didn't send me.
I see. So what do you want from me?
What did he take from you?
Cabbage.
Just cabbage?
Aye. But nearly half of the patch.
And where did it happen?
On the patch behind my farmhouse. It's the first one you see when you come to us from Troshkovitz. You'll spot it easily. Cabbage grows there, and half of it's been harvested already.
That's all I need.
I hope they catch him soon. It might not seem that way. But half the cabbage patch? That's good money.
Farewell, sir.
我们知道那个甘蓝菜的那个
Then
笑
go
死。
and find out somewhere else and stop bothering us.
寻一下看有没有谁有特殊对话可以触
You
发。
should stop drinking too, or you'll cause trouble again.
Have you seen your sister and young Lord Semin? I want to give them my best wishes for their marriage.
I think I saw them going into the cellar. Their marriage has lasted barely half a day, and they already can't handle it sober.
Can't be that bad, surely.
If I had old Samin for a father-in-law, I wouldn't stay sober either. Farewell.
什么意思啊？瑟米涅不是其实人望还蛮好的吗？
What have you been up to? Were you having a good time?
I think so. I talked with the women.
What did they say?
Just regular gossip. Nothing worth mentioning.
啊，猎人没有什么对话。
Lord be with you.
I heard you were talking to the bride. Do you know where I can find her?
Agnes? Well, she mentioned she needed to take a break from the crowd for a while. And then she set off towards the fortress. I suppose she's looking for Older. She's at her wit's end with him.
Thanks. I'll go and have a look for them.
Take care.
已经说已经受不了他了，是为什么？
Really well, my lady. When they both said yes, I cried like a baby.
I shed a few tears as well. The Lord be with you. What brings you here?
Excuse me, my lady. I'm looking for the newlyweds. Would you know where they might be?
And why are you looking for them, lad? Is something wrong?
No, not at all. I'd just like to wish them good luck in their marriage. Lots of healthy children, and so on.
You're kind, but I can't help you. Our Older doesn't like crowds, so I expect they found a quiet corner somewhere to be alone.
Then I shouldn't disturb them.
True. I imagine they're not really in the mood for congratulations right now. God be with you.
Henry, dearest.
What do you want?
Well, you, of course.
好可怕，一下就弹上来了。
You alright?
My dear.
什么？裁缝怎么他妈的也醉了？等一下来跟他对话。
Dear, where they are.
Seen Older? Not for some time, my lord.
And did you talk to him? Did he say anything about going somewhere, maybe?
No, sir. He didn't say much. He looked troubled. I reckon that's understandable. Before the wedding.
Well, he couldn't have just disappeared in...
Why didn't Lord von Berghoff come? I thought you were waiting for him before starting the ceremony.
If I did, my son might never be married. I don't know why he's not here. The Chamberlain said he'd sent someone to look for him, but they found no sign of him.
Sir, do you know where I can find your son and his bride? I'd like to congratulate them.
Sorry, I haven't seen them for a while either. Don't bother them too much. Let them have some peace. They'll need rest after everything today.
就没晓得波西米亚的结婚习俗有没有闹洞房这件事情。
Can't you see I have company?
哇，有这两个王八蛋。
Do you know why von Berghoff didn't come after all?
I don't know. Something must have held him up. We should have waited for him with the ceremony. But Older didn't want to delay any longer, and he wouldn't be persuaded.
Do you know where I can find the newlyweds? I'd like to wish them good luck, health and all that.
That's nice of you, but I can't help you much. I haven't seen my son-in-law in a while. Cat.
艾丽西卡不知道是谁，没什么印象。看朱尔自己也在这边吐。
Jesus, what a state you're in!
Sod off!
真是他妈一场婚礼啊！
You live so that you can have a bit of a frolic, eh? So what? As if you never did anything like that. Have fun then.
I didn't want to ask in front of Lord Samine, but tell me, haven't we met before? You look familiar. I feel like I've seen you before. Didn't you serve at Trotsky?
这不是我第一次替您带女人来，真的假的？要选这个吗？
Fieta's not the first woman I brought for you.
I see. Well, you should probably keep that to yourself.
Of course, Master Chamberlain. Anything for you. Why didn't Lord von Berghoff come?
How should I know? He must have been delayed somewhere.
来降声望，好合理啊！对，他您觉得凭什么我们这种小，我们敢去问他主人在哪？对，毕竟连他自己也没答案，凸显了他的这个还是低人一等的这个，还是个怎么说呢？也不能说奴才啦，不是，毕竟这个是西方，不是中国那一套，古代中国那一套那种奴才的这个。 也只是也刚好凸显了他这样也很没面子，人家一直问他，然后他其实也掌握不了他主人的。打我们比个剑术。
I've changed my mind. I'd like to sword fight now.
You want to get right into it?
Let's do it.
I'm glad someone has mustered the courage. I was about to fall asleep here.
一比剑，然后欧打就出现了吗？哎，没有哎。
Fuck yourself! You gave me a hard time, I'll give you that. But what can you do? I ain't the youngest no more.
Excuses, gnarly. Nothing but excuses.
Hey, don't be cheeky, youngster. Here, have some wine. You look a bit pale to me.
Thank you. What now?
The bailiff's son's next. All you need to do is challenge him.
What can you tell me about him?
About Svatya? Hard to say. I don't really know him that well. But he can probably handle a sword, seeing as how he signed up for it of his own accord. Unlike our young lord, who was ordered to do it.
I understand. I'll go and challenge him.
我蛮好奇他那个最后那个奖赏会是什么。呛，我们刚刚还酸那个剽悍队长。
Excuse me. I'm done for the day.
I'd like to challenge you to a duel, Svatya.
Well, how could I refuse?
You might come to regret it, though.
You!
Nice work, Henry. He wasn't an easy opponent. I never thought the bailiff's boy would be able to swing a sword like that.
Yeah, you're right. He has nothing to be ashamed of.
Mutual respect. That's how it should be.
Now I need a drink to drown out the pain.
Good idea, son.
Who am I going to face next?
If you dare, the Old Lord will be the last challenger.
What can you tell me about your lord, Gnarly?
What can I tell you? He's got a lot of experience, but a lot of old man's aches and pains. Be careful, though. Don't underestimate him. As you saw yourself in Apollonia, his age is deceptive.
我们如果是专门解模仿组的线，应该不会有这句台词。
All right, I'll go and challenge him.
Just don't wait too long.
好，最后一页打老头。
No one really know anything.
Lord Semin, I'd like to challenge you to a duel.
I'll gladly accept, Henry. But bear in mind, I am not the youngest.
I saw how you fought in Apollonia, sir. And I'd be a fool to make allowances for your age.
I had to try, though. So, what are we waiting for?
没错，老当益壮。
Oh, shit! What the... What the...
直接大师反打到底。
Oh dear, oh dear. Not your day, sir, eh?
Oh, what the hell. I'm not in my prime anymore, and Henry here is a very good swordsman.
Thank you, sir.
Tell me, Gnarly, how did Henry do in your tourney?
He beat me, and the bailiff's son.
Oh, but surely he deserves some reward, don't you think?
I can't disagree, sir.
Here you go, Henry. A beautiful neck chain. I had it made in Kuttenberg. I was hoping to give it to my son, but since he doesn't care for it, you certainly deserve it.
I'm honored. Thank you, Lord Semin.
哇，竟然送了条项链！看
I'm
一下，
sorry?
原来是项链。魅力比较低，为什么？我希望是他那种可以直接挂在那个披肩上面那种大项链，那就好看。我魅力比较低，我们暂时先不要换嘛，先去洗个脸。音色奖章，赌骰子，我其实真的没什么兴趣，没有个兴趣点。好了，我们来看一下这个杜布拉普卡呀。
I want to tell you something, although you probably already know what.
我不想听中等。我们选这个好了。
Dobravka, I don't want to hear it. I know what you want from me. And I also know you wouldn't be happy.
But why not? I mean, we get on great.
It's a bit embarrassing, but I have a weakness.
That still won't put me off. What weakness?
I once got kicked by a horse in the... Well, you know... And since then, I just can't.
You can't What?
I can't serve as a husband, nor as a lover. I just can't.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Terribly sorry. So, well, forget I said anything. Take care.
我为什么我姐成功躲避了一个红颜之灾，可是我高兴不起来呢？因为我跟人家说我有 ED。这算 ED 吗？还是这好像算 ED？
You're against me now too. I'm your best friend.
我俩应该在这里面吧。
What are you doing here? Who are you?
I'm Henry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I was hoping to find you both here. Sir Alder as well. Come now, dry your tears. What's the matter, eh?
It's Alder.
Did he?
No. He just disappeared. Left practically right from the altar.
But why? You two look so happy.
I was hoping he'd stay at home more after we were married, instead of always riding off somewhere. What a silly goose I am.
说实在的，因为刚刚动画他一直在看冯伯格领主有没有来的方向，我觉得他应该只是利用这个婚礼来想让冯伯格出席，然后想来让这样他来重视这个圣米涅领主他们一家这样子。我觉得他结这个婚只是想吸引他，弄个事件来吸引他，他其实对结婚没什么兴趣。刚不是最后发现他是 gay。
What was so urgent that it couldn't wait until morning?
I don't know. He didn't tell me, but he often rides off in a hurry.
Didn't he at least tell you when he'd be back?
No. Sometimes he comes back in the evening. Sometimes he's gone for days. He doesn't want to talk about it at all.
哇靠！欧达不会跟袭击我们的那帮强盗有来往吧？
I heard he deliberately rushed the ceremony.
Everyone wanted to wait for Sir Otto von Berghoff. He was supposed to be the guest of honor. But Alder was on edge all day, especially after that messenger arrived. He got impatient and said he wanted to have the ceremony right away.
What messenger?
He didn't carry any lord's colours, just a rider. He came in, exchanged a few rushed words with Alder, and then rode off again. And a little while after the ceremony, Alder rode off too.
哇靠！他们要埋伏冯伯格哦。
Don't worry, he'll be back soon. Nobody would leave a pretty girl like you alone for long.
He couldn't care less about me. His father arranged the marriage mainly for the money they're getting from my pa.
Oh, come now. Look at yourself. I've never seen a prettier bride in my life. You're turning all the heads today. They all envy Alder. And he knows it. And it pleases him.
I don't even know if he noticed. Even during the ceremony, it was like he was looking right past me. Oh well, I've already cried buckets. I could use a drink. How about you?
Oh, I wanted to congratulate you anyway, so good luck, good health. May you soon have a healthy son, and later at least 2 daughters. And may...
Make it short. I'm thirsty.
Here's to you.
Where is the booze?
Oh, fucking hell! It's you again! Oh, Faye! Fuck off me! You wanna fuck the bride, huh?
It's not what you think!
What are you doing, you drunken fool?
Someone's been coveting your neighbour's wife, eh?
Oh, bollocks!
Not that I blame you. You might have waited until this all went home.
Let's be having you! Let's be having you!
好鸡歪啊！为什么用这种方式来那个？
That was something useless.
Die!
Big mistake, you cunt!
全部都在打，我觉得这个开战开的有点莫名其妙。
Get him! Right on the money!
力量差太多了，直接情报。不打了，不打了！哎，干，不让我出去，非打不可哎！
Ow! Good strike!
Quickly, for the love of God, sort out this rabble before they turn everything into firewood!
Cursed luck. Well. Distinguished guests.
For the love of God. Does it have to be him?
Trust me, friend.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We need to have a word with you.
Would your graces care to sit?
I think not.
What brings you to my humble rectory, gentlemen?
Are you all packed, Godwin? I heard you got kicked out of your humble rectory.
Your concern is really touching, Hanush. Did you come to see me off, or to help me do my laundry?
Watch your mouth, priest. You might end up losing more than your parish.
Easy, my friend. Don't let him get you all worked up.
I'd like to teach him a good lesson.
But that's not why we're here.
Bah! Well, why are you here, then?
We have a secret mission for you.
What if I refuse, Sir Radzig?
Have you got anything better to do all day but chase after women and guzzle altar wine?
You might be surprised.
Don't you want to hear us out first? Do you know about Lord Capon's mission?
Aye. I heard a word or two about that. Where was it you sent him? Trotsky?
Yes, to Sir Otto von Berghoff's castle.
Royal Chamberlain von Berger. The League of Lords fella.
You know more than I'd expect from you.
It doesn't surprise me.
I also know that Trotsky is about 3 days' ride away.
2 days, weather permitting.
The young lord should have been back long since then, shouldn't he?
He should. But he's not.
Why did you come to me for this?
For Christ's sake! Get your booze-soaked noggin working. Isn't it obvious? We need you to go to Trotsky and find out what's keeping him.
Why me?
Honestly, I'd like to know that too, Radzig. Why this fellow?
He has experience like few others. You know that, Hanush. And not just in combat. Although he might not look like it at the moment, he is from a noble family, so he knows how to deal with nobility.
What? You're saying this scoundrel in a cassock is blue-blooded?
It's true. And he also understands the common people. Since we don't know what's holding Capon up, we need someone who can deal with whoever he comes across.
I hope you're right. So what do you say, Godwin?
How could I say no after such words of praise?
Well, that went better than I expected.
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I won't rest until my nephew is safely back in Perkstein.
When should I go?
Right away.
Fuck! Did they have to lock us up in here of all places? I have a feeling these walls are moving. The cell is getting smaller and smaller. Can you hear me? Let me out! Hey! Hear me!
Oh, give it a rest. No one's come in.
I feel like we're going to be crushed here.
Well, that ought to bring us closer together.
Very droll. I just don't like these kind of places.
Like jails? Not a lot of people do.
No, I suppose they don't. Listen here, Henry. I wanted to say, well, that I'm glad to see you again. Henry?
Well, it sounds like the great Sir Hans Capon is getting ready to apologise. But why?
Well, because I'm just sorry, I suppose. And nevertheless, Henry, I wanted to say that, well, you were right. I behaved badly. Awfully.
All right. I accept your apology. All water under the bridge, eh? Old pal.
Thanks. So, what were you getting up to the whole time anyway?
想不到最后还是被关进来，而且难怪一开始序章神父哥德温也在，因为他是被派过来找救我们，或者说查询我们到底在干嘛。不过他说起码2到3天的路程，其实应该没离得很远。我们看那个新白的那个频道在介绍他那个古代那个波西米亚地图，我是没有看到斯卡利斯或什么的，或拉泰这些地名。好吧，反正我目前被关进来了，然后看起来欧达是跟那一帮盗匪有勾结的，而且感觉是要来杀那个奥托冯伯格。不晓得中间这一段会持续多久，应该说这一段剧情应该没那么快结束嘛，因为我们出来应该还要跟当初那一批盗贼打完之后才去库滕伯格，所以应该还有，觉得应该还有1-2个小时以上的剧情。继续跟他讲吧。
I was working in the blacksmith's forge in Takov.
Oh, well, lucky for you, you have a trade you could work at.
Sort of. Most of the time I was actually chasing after lost carts or scrambling over the rocks looking for hermits.
Well, at least you weren't bored, eh?
Well, you haven't been idle. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy to the royal hetman, and poacher.
Only commoners poach. I was hunting in the territory of another noble. Without his permission, admittedly.
But that's a capital crime.
Ah, bollocks. There's nothing to worry about.
Heaven help us.
Shh, quiet. There's something going on outside the door.
Have you seen Captain Thomas? Yarrick says he's in a bad way.
He's right. Them fuckers cut him up good.
Last I heard from Father Nicodemus, though, was that his wounds are healing.
Aye. Only he's been struck down by a fever. And the Sawbones is away with Sir Otto.
Good God.
Captain Thomas! Yes! He met us before we reached the pond, didn't he? We showed him our letter.
But he's in a fever. You heard them.
Oh, we'll deal with that somehow. Hey!
Leave it be.
Hey! Open up, you rabble! We're messengers from Ratai. Your captain can confirm it. Do you hear?
Again?
Those damned fools won't give us any peace.
Come on, fellas! Be reasonable. We're envoys of the Lord of Lipa.
It's about time. Just you wait till Lord von Berghoff hears how you treat a noble.
You, come with me to the courtyard. Chamberlain says we ain't gonna waste bread on you for nothing. We've got a job for you.
What about me? I want to talk to the captain right now.
You want to talk to God, fella. You're getting the gallows for poaching.
What? But you can't hang a nobleman.
Jesus, wait! Hear that? That bell's tolling for you, mate. 12 more times, and the priest will come for you. Hans!
But you can't!
Hans, don't worry, I'll fix it! Move it!
I'm a nobleman! Do you hear me? I'm a noble! I'm Sir Hans Capon of Bergstein.
So, if you want to get out of here, you'll have to make amends and work off your debt. For a start, you can carry all the charcoal from this wagon up to the store.
Wait, though. What's going to happen with Capon?
With that madman? He was poaching, so he'll swing.
But he really is a noble.
Ain't you a bit old for fairy tales, son? Once the bell tolls for the 12th time, it won't matter a damn who he used to be anyway. If you want to do something for him, pray. And best pretend you don't know him.
Your Captain Thomas can testify that we're envoys from Ratai. It's the truth, I swear.
Don't you say a word about our captain. We don't know if the poor fellow will live to see morning. They moved him during the night to the chapel at the very top of the Maiden. It seems only God can help him now.
Why did they move your captain to the chapel? All that way up?
So he'd be closer to God. Either the good Lord will help him, or take him to his bosom. The captain's in a really bad way. And our Sawbones is away with Lord von Berghoff.
Do you always ring the bells before an execution?
Aye, it's a local custom. They say back in the past, the local lord slept through a scheduled execution, and they had to release the condemned man. Don't worry, that won't happen today.
What about my things? You took everything away from me.
That's what happens to people in jail. When we set you free, you'll get your stuff back. In the worst case, we might keep something to cover the damages you caused at the wedding. Got it?
Got it. And can I go there? I really have to talk with Captain Thomas.
Don't fucking annoy me, fella. You got off lightly so far, believe me.
What? You won't even let me pray in the chapel?
We will not. You're not allowed inside at all. And don't let me catch you snooping around there.
What happens when I'm done with this?
What do you reckon? You'll get another job. And when there's no more work for you, you can bugger off wherever you like.
That's all?
Aye? What'd you expect? The axe? Lord von Berghoff is strict, but he ain't a tyrant. But poaching now, that's another matter.
I'll get to work then.
Good lad. The store's up by the gate to the inner bailey. Orsina the blacksmith is idling around somewhere there. He'll think up some job for you. Or go down to the outer bailey where they're building the scaffold near the gate. They'll be working up there for sure. And no wandering around where you're not allowed. Don't stick your nose inside the castle. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
哦，我们要怎么救卡彭？先搬麻布袋好了。
I heard they're going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
Oh, no. Why? A lovely tree like that. It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by in the summer. The only bit of cold
干，所以那个婚礼的那个赔偿还要我付，要扣我钱。妈的，不会这样子。哦，他在上面呢。这边是有路上去的吗？该死，我是被贬的，然后我还要赔钱，太不合理了。
There'll be nothing nice left here at this rate.
Don't worry. When's the last time you saw the bailiff get anything done on time? That tree will still be here long after we're gone.
我们终于进到这城堡里了，城堡还挺大的。哇靠，沃伊泰克还可以在这边混哦。
Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take offense.
I wasn't talking about her.
Well, it'll be even worse. Look, there's a rabble running rampant over the countryside.
目前还不能对话。
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not.
Hey, Wojtek, we've still got work to do. Come and help.
Can't you see I'm talking to someone?
I ain't seen you here. Are you new and all? Well, I'm Magda.
I'm Henry.
It's great to have some new lads here.
Oh, aye. Henry, how about you bugger off? I wouldn't want a repeat of our last disagreement.
好了，我们让他去拔一次，反正他也拔不到。
Are you also helping Wojtek's uncle?
What uncle?
Wojtek here said he's helping his uncle, Osina the blacksmith.
Sure. Me and Wojtek are helping his uncle. And I'm sure Wojtek's uncle would rather he stopped gabbing and gave me a hand.
I wouldn't want to keep you lads from your work. Take care then.
Thanks a lot. Are you on some kind of mission to ruin my fucking life?
You should thank me for not saying what you're really doing here. And now come and give me a hand.
That's just great.
这片里面城堡里竟然还有澡堂。 我记得他们这个城堡真的是参考现实中的这个城堡的遗址去做的，我只能说还蛮写实，不能说写实，因为现实中就真的是围绕这样一个山一个小山丘这样去建。不对啊，一堆都在斗殴的，我都没有看到。 要是看到那些有名有姓的 NPC 全部一起被抓过来搬，应该是蛮有意思的。
Bookworms.
求朱尔斯的帮忙。哦，这有点难哎，这个要一路潜进去，摸到最上面。好了，我们先按照这个最没创意的解法试看看，看会怎么样。
I'm sorry.
我突然想到以前一个电影叫做《婚礼终结者》，看来这一集的标题也可以这样取。
That's that.
Hey, vagabond! If you're done hauling, get over here.
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, if you really don't have anything for me, I'll just idle around then.
That'd suit you, eh? None of that. Only, what to do with you? I've only got work in the forge, and that's a craft. An art, you could say.
I'm a blacksmith too, even if I don't look the part right now.
Oh, really?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith. A respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what. Go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom. Always bothering me that you don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
4.
Smart lad. We've got one horse. That's 4 times 1. But Kabat's already got 3. So that's 4 minus 3, which is...
1. All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate.
All right. But I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads, this here itinerant is my new helper. Let him through.
我操！所以我们是因为这样可以穿过去的，好扯啊！
Crucifix! Where's that black?
What's the matter, good wife? Why are you standing here grumbling?
Because of that damn blacksmith. I'm waiting here for him like for Judgment Day. The lock on my spice chest is stuck, and Sir Otto will be back any time. How am I to bake gingerbread without ginger, eh?
How can the blacksmith help you?
How do you think? He always takes this bit of wire and opens the chest for me, and then he promises to change the lock for 3 years now.
Can I help you somehow?
No, unless you can pick a lock. And decent folk don't know how to do that.
Oh, you said the blacksmith knew how to do it, though. So the blacksmith isn't a decent man?
Aye, and he ain't decent. He's a nasty piece of work.
I know how to do it, But first, I have to get tools for it.
All right, I'll wait here. Another while won't kill me.
哇，越来越有铺垫，我们要怎么进去这个少女塔了？再跟他对话一下。
Do you know how I can get up to the chapel?
You can't. Only his lordship and his family go there. And of course, Father Nicodemus. Usually, that is. Only now, Captain Thomas is lying there. He's at death's door. God save him.
I understand.
好，先打个马蹄铁。他的工具放在哪里？啊，马蹄铁其实算难敲的。5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12、13、14。15、6，好像还要再吹个几下。7、8、9、20。也看人家巴哈说要吹16下是最好的，但是我觉得这个温度好像刚刚那16下不太够。好，这样应该可以。
Well, I'm about half done. I should do it more evenly.
马蹄铁它那个形状太小，所以其实会不小心打空。个人觉得马蹄铁是比较难锻造。啊，这么快！有人跪在那边祷告。
Guard?
Must you interrupt me at my prayers? If it's arms you want, go to the kitchen.
Sorry to bother you, but I heard you praying. I need to get to your captain.
You know Thomas? Where from?
Well, that's a really long story, but I heard what happened to him, and I need to talk to him.
Talk? What do you expect to hear from him? But it's all the same. Thomas is lying in a fever upstairs in the Maiden. It don't look good for him. Them bastards cut him up good, the poor fella. And if that wasn't enough, they stole his rosary too. Barbarians.
What exactly is wrong with Thomas?
He was badly wounded in a fight. It looked for a while like he wouldn't live to see the dawn, but he got a bit better. Only a few days ago he caught a fever and the Sawbones is away with Lord von Burgo. And that fever ain't letting up.
And the Maiden Tower, which one is that?
You in Trotsky for the first time, eh? It's that narrow, higher one on the eastern side. We call the second one the Crone. There's some legend about it, but to tell the truth, it never much interested me.
I'll be going. I'll pray for Thomas.
Thanks.
The first bell. Another 11 to go.
这个人其实好像看起来还不错。
Some leftovers.
比较没有那种身为士兵对看到平民就有那种的轻蔑的感觉。
About that horseshoe.
Well, did you get it done?
Yeah. Here.
Well, what are you standing around here for? I told you to take it to Kabat.
No. You told me to bring it and show it to you.
You're a smart one, eh? Well, now I'm telling you to go to Kabat with it. He's our groom. Most likely he'll be idling by the upper stables, the grouch. Just between the two of us, he's a very unpleasant fella. Unlike me.
I can't wait. Fanka the cook sent me.
Jesus Christ, God protect us from all evil. What does that harpy want?
She's not able to open the spice chest.
Again? She's a bloody nuisance.
She told me you always open it with some implement. I'll gladly do it if you tell me where to find one.
Jesus, why do you even talk to that woman?
I'm supposed to help out around here.
What of it? I already let you into the forge anyway. There's this small red pot on a shelf there with some lockpicks in it. But I don't suppose you know how to use one.
As it happens, I do.
I'd rather not ask where you learned. Although you just got out of jail though, eh? Just don't get up to any funny business with them.
Sure.
别利用他们去做那些有趣的事情。这红色袋子，现在在钢铁匠铺里面，我们先把东西拿给马那个。
I brought you those horseshoes. I mean, horseshoe.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Mistakes are punished here. So either I'd end up reduced to beggary, or I'd have to go back to what I was doing before. And I wouldn't like that.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive, ain't you?
Well, I get the feeling you're actually proud of it.
Let's just say I haven't always made an honest living. Is that enough for you?
Sure. I wouldn't want to be rude.
Very wise.
Do I get something for those horseshoes?
Hey, I've no time for jokes. I've only got one horse here, but even so.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive, ain't you?
Well, I get the feeling you're actually... Sure.
Very wise.
What did you... Well, I get the... Not quite. I'd also like to know if you still got any tools.
I might be able to find something, but I'll tell you, it won't come cheap.
Isn't there maybe something I could do for you in exchange?
Well, since you're offering, I lost something playing dice and I'd like to have it back. A very nice turquoise rosary.
Who did you lose it to?
Father Nicodemus. That priest rolls dice like the devil himself was guiding his hand.
神父的骰子像魔鬼帮他丢两，这好亵渎啊！太亵渎了。
Don't worry, I'll get it for you.
But with no trouble, all right?
Naturally.
这样不需要这样跟他扯皮。他刚刚就说铁匠铺那边已经有一个那个开锁器，你去找一下。这罐子旁啊，在这。可是其实我们是要找神父的。
What can I do for you this morning?
哦，神父在下面那一层，靠腰，先帮他开锁吧。
So I got what I needed, and we can get to it. Where's that chest?
It's in the castle cellars. Follow me. My time is precious, seeing as how his lordship will be back any time.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed there. I was told to stay in the courtyard.
Never mind that. You're going with me and you're helping me. Come along. What a day. I burned the rue in the morning, and then the girl told me we're out of venison. I don't know what that gamekeeper's up to again. Actually, I do know, and it ain't nothing good. And now this. 3 years that lock is broken, and 3 years that good-for-nothing has been promising to fix it. But no. After all, I'm just a stupid cook fanker who's always nagging and won't leave anyone in peace. But if I didn't nag, there'd be nothing done in this godforsaken castle. You have to kick people's asses here to even get them out of bed in the morning. The lazy bones. Boy!
It happens.
最后还退了一下。
Just watch where you're going next time.
我看看现在录多久。啊，还好，还有时间。
Chest. 3 years I've been telling him. God's truth.
Farewell, my friend.
简单哦，我操！
Thank you kindly, young man. If you want to get a bite to eat, stop by the kitchen.
Farewell, my friend.
好，然后再来就是神父了。最后其实应该是这样一步一步去取得进入城堡里面的这个同意权，看起来就像这样，所以这个做的还可以吧？我觉得神父是在应该在这边。
Do you know where Captain Thomas is? I heard he was in a bad way.
It's true, son. It doesn't look good for him. Why do you ask?
I'd like to pray with him.
A kind thought, but you can't get to Thomas. I had him moved during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden.
Why can't I get there?
You know, the castle chapel is an important place. Only Lord von Berghoff, his kin, and a few others are allowed there.
Like you, for instance?
Naturally. It's certainly good of you to want to pray for Thomas, but you can do that anywhere without having to disturb him.
Why did you take him to the chapel?
The surgeon is away with Lord von Berghoff, and Thomas has got considerably worse. I don't like to say it, but there's nothing left but to pray for a miracle.
Uh-huh. I'll be going then.
Go, and don't forget about that prayer.
What if my soul is burdened with sin? Is there a way to cleanse it?
Of course, son. You can redeem yourself with an indulgence, or take the path of repentance and atone for your sins with a pilgrimage. It will improve your reputation with people, but beware. Making a pilgrimage does not erase your crimes in the eyes of the law, nor does it release you from paying a fine. And you, if I'm not mistaken, have a few, similar concerns. Come find me when you have atoned for your worldly sins.
It seems like you'd be glad to have someone to play with.
Alea jacta non est, my friend. The die has not been cast, and that grieves me. No one wants to play with me, so I'll be quite glad if you join me. And for what shall we play? You don't look too well off.
What did you do that no one wants to play with you? I hope you don't cheat.
Certainly not. Although it may look that way at times, since fortune is exceptionally good to me. Do not expect any tricks from me. It would be a sin.
And isn't playing dice a sin, too?
It's not as if we were Roman soldiers playing dice for Christ's cloak, is it?
Yeah, I never understood what they wanted that robe for. I doubt Jesus had any finery.
They sat on the robe, so they wouldn't feel the cold. You see, at that time of year, it was pretty cold in Golgotha.
Cold? Wasn't Christ crucified at Easter?
Yes, but it's more complicated. The lunar calendar, leap years, and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
当面质疑神父圣经里面的内容，我的天哪！
Well, appearances can deceive. Let's play for a coin.
Heavenly music to my ears, friend.
Maybe we better leave it for now. I don't have very much coin at the moment.
As you wish, friend. But if you should change your mind, I'll be glad to play.
看来好像没有办法直接找他带我们上去礼拜堂，感觉也是要跟他赌骰子，也是到处去扒窃偷钱才有办法。但好像因为那个开锁器就这么简单拿到了，对，赌好像也没办法跟他赌带我们上去少女堂的这个条件呢。小型台附近找个差事做，好像也没有办法存档。哦，这算非法入侵了。
Permitted to be here. Surrender now.
I surrender. The second toll for Hans.
You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around on other people's property. You'll pay up and show me whether you stole anything. Otherwise, we'll deal with your unruliness in the pillory.
Look, can you keep a secret?
What are you talking about? What's secret?
Look, we're both men, aren't we?
Where are you going with this? You're testing my patience.
It's like this. Yesterday, I met this pretty girl. She makes yarn. And you know what they say about girls who work with spinning wheels?
No? What?
They're really good in bed.
That's a good one.
Well, this yarn spinner, she was very afraid her mother would find out we planned on meeting. So she gives me these complicated directions on where to meet her. At high noon, I stood at the shadow of the tallest linden tree, and step by step, I set out. Then all of a sudden, I look around and realise I have no idea where I am. The girl's nowhere to be seen, and people are yelling at me. That girl made a right fool of me.
That's what you get for thinking with your prick.
Aye. I've had enough embarrassment for one lifetime. Can't we just let this one slide?
All right, then. I'll turn a blind eye, just this once. I'm sorry.
哇靠，这样都可以。等下讲个笑话给人家，竟然就可以。这也是有名字的，可是不能对话。看来我们得去绞刑架旁边了，对。哎呀，好心酸呐、这个绞刑架等于是等一下拿来绞卡棚的。哎，它这个 ALT 不能取消，很烦。哦，有个圆。
Did you hear what happened? Good morning, lad.
它这边有卖什么好东西？哦，骑士囊袋这边才有卖。贵族之靴，匈牙利马鞍。
Why are you wasting my time?
我靠，真的是！你现在穿的衣服很破烂嘛，所以你如果不跟他买东西的话，他就会很不耐烦。你如果穿的很有礼貌的话，他就会说：“哎，没有看到什么喜欢的吗，先生？”对，立刻态度就不一样。 你个王八蛋，那边乱捶我们，害我们被关，然后今天在这边纳凉。
I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church for my father's requiem.
Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
I was told to come and ask you for a job.
Nice timing. Do you know anything about carpentry?
No, but I'd be glad to learn.
That ain't worth a damn to me if I have to teach you. Good tools is more what I need. I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold, so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But the whole thing is fucked. I need a good carpenter's axe. There's one broadaxe in the shed, but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't find time all year to hone the thing.
But that poacher is innocent.
An innocent poacher? But that's nothing to do with me. My job is to make sure it don't collapse when he swings.
By the way, would you happen to know how I can get up top in the Maiden?
Why, up the stairs, of course.
Yeah, but I'm not actually allowed inside the tower.
Then don't go there. Hey, I'd love to chat with you, but I got a job to do.
I could help you with that.
You could? Well, that'd be great. Go and get it from the shed, sharpen it, and bring it back to me.
Sure thing.
What?
把那斧头在在这里哦。
That's more like it.
看来就是要一直去打杂，慢慢等到谁给我们进去里面的这个权限。
Here it is. Hope it's good.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse under that poacher. And nobody wants that.
And then the execution would be postponed?
I doubt it. We're not going to make a show out of it like they do in Prague. But someone would have to get their hands dirty, and no one fancies that.
Understandably.
Anyway, thanks. I can't afford to fuck things up today. The Chamberlain is as tetchy as the devil.
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said he's got bellyache. Everyone is avoiding him like the plague.
Uh-huh. Would you happen to know how I can get into the Maiden?
And what would you want in there?
I want to pray in the chapel. And they don't want to let me in.
The chapel, eh? Well, I'll be damned. I know one hand by the name of Binyek that wanted into the castle too. But for a damn different reason.
What was Binyek after in the castle?
A certain buxom chambermaid who wouldn't give him what he was after in the hay and wanted a fine feather bed.
And did he succeed? In getting in, I mean.
Aye, he did. He climbed down into the well in the courtyard. See, there's caves under Torsky, and the well ain't actually a well, but an underground pool in one of them caves. And from there, you can get to the dungeons and then into the Maiden.
Oh, he sounds bold.
Oh, aye, but they still caught him and gave him a whipping. And when they found out how he done it, they took the cleats out of the well wall.
What does that mean?
That the next Binyek would have to jump in and not climb down. I wouldn't fancy that.
Indeed. You don't mind building a scaffold for an innocent man?
No, such matters ain't my concern. The Lords decide. I just build the scaffold. A fella has to know his place in this world, like my old pa used to say.
I'll be going.
I've got to get back to work too. Take care, friend.
哎，其他人都不会。他说有个水井跳进去，这可以跳吗？哦，这样跑一跑，活力竟然23了。
This property belongs to someone else.
The third toll. I better get moving.
还是厨房其实有地方可以上去。
So
indeed,
I heard you have a.
Aye, it belonged to Kabat, although "belonged" is a strong word.
How do you mean?
Kabat is known for having some peculiar things in his property, if you grasp my meaning.
Hang on. You're saying you don't mind holding on to a stolen item?
And who should I give it back to? I doubt Kabat will tell me who he took it from. Besides, you've got to admit a rosary belongs in the hands of a servant of the Lord. It's safe with me. Once its owner turns up, I'll gladly give it back to him.
Or lose it in a game of dice? I wouldn't say it's very safe in your hands.
I'm a priest, not a saint. So what of it?
Let's play for it then.
Certainly, why not? As long as you put up a decent wager against it.
Maybe we better leave it for now. I don't have very much coin at the moment.
As you wish, friend.
我要找个人扒窃，不然根本不够钱。
You heal him, and all other soldiers of Christ.
Sir, I want to ask you something.
You? What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be helping outside in the courtyard? Christ! First you cause mayhem at a noble wedding, and now you go snooping around where you shouldn't.
I noticed, sir, that something is troubling you. I could help you.
How could a vagabond like you help me?
我们学士有19，来对话看看。
Sir, I might not look the part, but I've read a lot.
Don't waste my time with your jokes, you nobody. What would you be able to read?
Species de cipit, sir. Looks can deceive. As it happens, I've read many Latin and other texts. For example, the etymologies of Isidore of Seville, the writings of Abbess Hildegard of Bingen, and the Herbarium de Horis Sanitatis, De Materia Medica, and others.
Well, you really surprise me, lad.
Anyway, I'll examine you and try to make a diagnosis.
Yes, that should help.
Did you get advice from anyone about it? Have you tried anything for the pain?
Well, I talked to our surgeon. He just said it was odd and told me nothing more. So I went to Kolin to see Professor Joachim Bavorsky, and he advised me.
Yes? What?
It's a little awkward for me to talk about, I must admit.
Master Chamberlain, I'm here as a practitioner of the medical arts. You can rest assured that whatever you tell me will remain between us.
All right. The professor spoke at length about Jupiter and the houses, and then he told me that my bodily humours are out of balance.
I would expect so. And what did he recommend?
Well, that I should get more silver into my body. So I wear more silver jewellery, and when there's a full moon, I go to the meadow here below the castle, naked.
Really? So you're taking it quite seriously. And has it worked?
No, but there'll be a full moon soon, so I could damn well use some other advice.
I understand. Tell me, Master Chamberlain, does it hurt all the time, or does it come in waves?
No, not all the time. More like I get attacks.
Uh-huh. And these attacks, have you noticed whether something sets them off?
Well, it's worse when I get upset.
And does it get worse in autumn, when it gets colder?
Yes, it's usually worse in October. Then I don't even have to get upset for it to start.
All right, that makes sense. Tell me, sir, what do you usually eat?
Well, I often eat from the banquet table.
So, a lot of roasted game?
Yes, and pâtés, goose, duck. I dine as befits my status.
I see. With your permission, I'll examine you, sir.
What? Here and now?
Don't worry, I'll just have a look at you. You don't have to lie down or strip.
I'm glad to hear it.
You're quite pale and rather sweaty.
When it comes upon me, I sweat a lot.
Your eyes are all right. Do you have ringing in your ears?
No.
Do your hands shake?
Well, I'm not the youngest, but it's nothing too bad.
All right. Sir, I'm afraid you have a stomach ulcer. If it's not treated, you could even die of it.
Good God! What should I do?
The main thing is a strict diet. No fatty or heavy foods. In other words, nothing from the banquet table. You have to eat boiled white meat, poultry or fish, lots of vegetables, and gruel.
Gruel? Like a...
Yes, like the common folk. And another thing, you mustn't get angry, under any circumstances.
What? I mean, what?
That's the way. Oh, and I'll get you a herbal potion. I know exactly what will do you good.
Can't you get me that potion right now?
可以去礼拜堂。
I don't have the required remedy, but I could brew it. Only I don't have the apparatus for that. And also, I could use some medical literature.
Don't worry about that. Our surgeon is also often at a loss. I expect you'll find everything you need in his study. It's upstairs in the Crone. That's the second tower. Now we're under the Maiden. Do you know how to get there?
I think so. But I was told to stay only in the outer courtyard. I wouldn't want to get in trouble.
Trouble? I'm the one who has trouble. Don't worry. Tell them I sent you. Just go, for heaven's sake.
All right. Besides caring for your mortal coil, The well-being of your soul shouldn't be neglected, sir.
What do you mean by that?
I think I could pray for your health. A word to angels to ask for their intercession can work miracles. The greatest Christian physicians recommend healing in both the material and spiritual world. And you have a very nice chapel here.
Father Nicodemus takes care of that. What I want from you is medicine, not talking to angels. Got it?
Yes. I'll go and get something for you.
Good. If you'd be so kind... Ow!
哎，然后直接上去还挺难的。是方法是刚刚那个。
And smile. I don't want to see any sour faces.
炼金桌，我记得刚刚它有显示发现炼金桌啊。哦，在这边。
Grub you're after. You'll have to wait. I've been here for ages. And have to go on duty too.
Let me pass. The Master Chamberlain isn't well, and he sent me to the surgeon's study for medicine.
All right then. But nothing better go missing there.
Don't worry. I suppose you're waiting here for a bite to eat.
Damn right. Like, I know they're preparing a banquet for his nibs, but they could have left one cook here. Or at least a bit of gruel, for Christ's sake.
Why don't you go to the other kitchen? They're cooking there.
Are you daft? That's the noble's kitchen. We get our food here.
I can see if I've got anything to eat on me.
Hey, I need some decent grub, not some mouldy bread.
You might be surprised. Oh, I must have got mixed up.
Well, go and get mixed up somewhere else, beggar.
I can try and find something for you.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
Not really. Besides, I'm quite hungry myself.
Go and look then. There's some baths down below. There might be something there. I'd go myself, but if someone saw me there, I'd be in trouble. Ever since... well, never mind.
I'll figure it out somehow. I'll be going then.
Go, and if you meet the cook, send her here.
刚刚厨师说会给我点食物，所以回头去那边拿一下食物好了。不晓得这家伙可以给我们什么样的帮助。
They're crisp on the outside and on the inside. Nothing half cooked. Oh, this talk of food makes my stomach turn.
God be with you.
他说我可以拿些吃的啊，在哪边拿？
Christ, pardon me.
就是自己下去楼下拿。
When his lordship returns, he'll be happy to see him home.
哎，他为什么不让我拿呢？听说要给我一些吃的啊。看，怎么都算偷窃 ，fuck。
Farewell, my friend.
该死！
What do you want?
I'll have a look at your wares.
哦，只有5块钱，5块钱其实也够买。
Thank you, and take care.
A bite to eat since noon yesterday.
Still hungry, are you?
I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. Thanks. Well, at least I won't starve.
You're welcome. Enjoy it.
我们这医生的房间到底在哪里啊？上面。 还要在上面，也不是这一间。哇靠！他住塔顶哦，他这么有面子哦。
Doing here?
Who are you, actually?
Me? I'm just cleaning here.
And what were you doing at the pond, then?
I thought we straightened that out the last time you bothered me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
What's your name?
What's it to you?
I'm Henry.
Well, that's nice for you.
And you are?
I already told you. I'm a maid here.
We both know you're lying. The question is, why?
Says someone who was just sitting in a jail cell and will end up right back there if anyone calls the guards on him.
They let me out. I have to work off my sentence.
Really? Here? And what kind of important work would that be?
The Chamberlain sent me. He needs something for his stomach.
That slimy toad? If he doesn't watch out, his stomach will be the least of his worries.
Well, you look like you know your way around here. Maybe you can help me.
Why should I?
Because we're birds of a feather.
How do you mean?
Well, let's just say we both go where we shouldn't be going and take things that don't belong to us.
Oh, really? You must be mixing me up with someone. I just clean up here. And you don't look like someone who knows much.
Really? Didn't you lose a comb by any chance?
What? How did you...
How? I know a thing or two. So, do you believe me?
That was pretty good, I have to admit. And now give it back to me.
As you wish. And now I'm sure you'll be very happy to help me.
All right. If it's medicine you're after, the surgeon has a store across the corridor. There's all sorts of junk there, but there's one chest where he puts stuff that he hasn't used up. He locks it carefully, but you might get lucky.
And what if there's nothing interesting for me in there?
Then tough luck. But you can go and have a look at his records. That crackpot writes down everything he does. Maybe he gave someone something that might be of interest to you.
All right. Thanks.
And now get out of my way. Simple maid like me has lots of work to do in this castle.
果然很有问题。我们应该只是来拿胃药，没有要调制吧？看一下。好像没有胃药的配方。对，我没有胃药。 他好像也没有那个配方哦。走廊的尽头，困难，困难，该死都是困难。看他录多久。 哇，这时间有点久了，我觉得这集就先到这边。先按一下 ESC 省的那个时间再倒计时。好吧，我觉得婚礼的处理比我想象中的还要草率一点。说实在，有一点失望。但是进了城堡，怎么说呢？因为我游戏已经玩60几个小时了，前面60几个小时其实就一直在整个这个特罗斯基地区。跑来跑去，其实有点地，所以能进城堡这个新地区，我还是觉得挺新鲜的。对，虽然说进来竟然是这种打杂，而且是人们是很盲目的。对，一旦发现你有能用的用途，直接就打破所有的既定印象，巴不得你帮他们做事，然后可以让他们偷懒。对，然后你就反而有取得这种有点像特权的感觉。对，这种循序渐进的，让你发现，哎，好像是要这样子救卡彭的。 还不错，我觉得这样的一个任务引导还行，有一定自由度，但是你又蛮容易察觉他的这个企图，所以我觉得还行。所以我现在蛮期待我们最后是怎么上这个少女塔的。总管大人也不放我们去，但是目前我们接触到的人好像，我觉得就是神父吧，神父那边可能一定要跟他打赌。 然后可能最后是不是不晓得那个马具商最后有什么方式可以让我们上去，或者说其实这些都在浪费时间，后面才会图穷匕现之类的，大概就是这样吧。好了，因为这集有点长了，我们就不废话多说了。那我没意外的话，我应该会立刻就录下一集，因为我蛮想把这边的剧情看完，不然悬在这我也很难受。所以大概就这样吧。好，那以上就是我们今天这个。 《天国降临：救赎2》的这个游玩内容了，那我们就感谢大家的收看，我们下次见，拜拜。